let's do a VLOOKUP table. So if you just have some data, and typically I like to have the far left column be some sort of unique identifier. So if you have something like that to work from, one of the best ways to pull data out of it is using something called a VLOOKUP. In this case, if you have like 1,000 things, and somebody calls you and asks about a particular one and they have the unique identifier, it makes it really easy to pull data on that. So we'll just pull 3 random unique identifiers real quick. So let's say somebody calls you and says, I need to know, let's grab 3 random ones here. I have some customers here, 77,810, 47,130, 27,454, and I need to know last name, gender, and country. I mean, you could go search them each individually and pull that out and type it out. But if you have VLOOKUP tables already set up, it's really easy to plug the information in and go. So VLOOKUP right here says lookup value. So obviously that's going to be here, and then we're going to let that float because as you get more to look up, it will just go down and pick the next one and the next one and the next one up. It says table or array. Now you got to be careful when you pick your table array because whatever the leftmost column in your table is, so in this case it's going to be A, is going to be my leftmost column. Whatever the leftmost column is, that's where they're going to look for this first value, this lookup value. It's got to be in the left column. You can't look for something in the 3rd column or the 4th column. So if we wanted to look by last name, we would want C to be our left. But in this case, we're looking for ID, so we want A to be our leftmost column. Okay, so table array, and I can just click on A1, Control Shift, right down, F4, right? Because I want to lock that table down because I want to keep looking at the same table. And then it says column index number. So in this case, last name is going to be column 1, 2, 3. So last name here is going to be 3. I don't know why you can't use A, B, C, D, which would make more sense, but I don't work at Microsoft, so there's probably something I don't know. And then I'm going to hit comma one more time. It's going to say true or false in this range lookup. I like using unique identifiers and then wanting exact match. Approximate match can sometimes get you the wrong information. So this is what the unique identifier here is for, is to make sure that we can exact match it. So I usually set it up like that. Okay, and then I go like this, and I hit enter, and it's going to pull the last name, and then I can just drag it down and it'll pull the last name to the others. So then if I search for Foley, is that cap sensitive? Foley, oh, I'm looking in the wrong column. I'm awesome. Last, I should probably look for the ID if I'm in the ID. So 47,130 is Storm Foley. Great name. So there you go. That's how you pull them. Now, what you can do is then replicate these over real quick. So if you want to replicate this over, I can lock J. All right, so I want it to keep looking in J3, but then as it goes down, I want 3 to become 4 to become 5. And then, yep, that'll be it. So then I can drag that over. And then it's still going to pull last name because it still has column 3 here. If you look, and now instead of 3 for gender, I'm going to want 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for country, I'm going to want 7. So I just changed the 3 to a 5. This to a 7. Hit enter, and then drag that down. Right? And there you go. And then if you get another call and they say, hey, we need 9035, right? You don't even need to go to your data. You just put in 9035, drag down, and you can tell them, hey, last name Sproul, female from France, right? So anything like that, VLOOKUPs are really good for. If you have data going horizontal for some reason, there's also HLOOKUPs that do the same thing, only data not going vertical but horizontal. I've never seen data going horizontal, but I assume it's out there somewhere. So anyway, that's how you use a VLOOKUP.